Okay, let's let this happen. Oh my goodness, man.
It's going down. It's going down real quick.
Mine's looking away.
Who do you think is going to win?
Frank had something to say.
Frank wants to know.
I think they're coming down. I don't think they want to be on camera. What do you think?
I don't think so.
Oh, good boy. Good boy.
Right there.
Good boys, you didn't fight. Hello, this is Lisa Russick.
And Misty Gore.
And Gandalf and Einstein and Frank for the podcast. We're all psychic.
We're psychic.
We're just going, Misty. We're just doing it. I just thought that would be a cool intro. And if you're watching, Gandalf and Einstein were about to fight, but they decided to just stand off and back down.
Because they knew we were doing the podcast.
And, they were going to show off, I think, for the podcast. Maybe. Because they get pretty excited, just like Frank.
I know. Frank's a maniac.
So, Misty, do you think we're still all psychic? Do you think we're still
after all of these episodes that we've done, and after all the talking about it that we've done, I think I feel it more than even ever now.
Yeah.
I know that we're all psychic.
I know. I mean, it's like, no, right? Is that what you just said? No. I agree with you. And it's like you can see other people using their psychic stuff all the time, the more you look for it.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And notice myself looking at them and using my psychic juju to notice their psychic juju.
Yeah. They don't even know what's going on. They're like,
yeah. So listeners and watchers, this is a video podcast on Spotify. And the cats have still stood down. I'll give you a little look at what's going on over there.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh. Look at Gand. He's like, I'm not showing anything. He's not giving any. He's not showing his cards. So, so listeners and watchers, we wanted to talk about things like what do psychics like? Most people have this. Well, I don't know what everybody thinks, but there's like a preconception that psychics know everything, right?
Right.
They know everything
because they're psychic. Duh.
That's like the definition people have gotten to know with the word psychic. The psychic knows everything.
Right. It's a lot of pressure too.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't realize that's not what psychic, maybe some people know everything. Is that a possibility? I mean, somebody must know everything, right? God knows everything.
Think they do.
Yeah, they think they do. That's for sure. I was talking to Misty earlier, listeners and watchers, about Sylvia Browne. If you don't know who she is, she was a pretty popular psychic in the 90s and I think in the 80s and maybe 80s and 90s. Yeah.
Yeah. She was awesome. I loved her.
She was really cool. And she was really straightforward. She had some scandals and stuff, but who doesn't? But she was a really good psychic, I thought. And I used to read her books. And I did
too.
You did? Okay. Did you ever read her memoirs? I was telling you I had read one of her memoirs. And in it, she talks about meeting her second husband or her third husband or something like that. And I was like, well, how could she not know that was going to be her husband? Because that's where I was like, psychics know everything. Wouldn't she lay eyes on him and know he was the husband, the one she loved for the rest of her life?
Yeah.
You'd think, right? Because psychics know everything. But in that book, she didn't. She didn't know. She didn't have any feeling toward him whatsoever, she says in that book, I think, if I remember right. I did read it in sixth grade. Sorry. Oh, look at the cats. Look at them. They hear the dogs.
Yeah. Somebody is at the door. Oh my.
Oh yes, doorbell. There's 3 doorbells.
Sorry.
So, in that case, I really had to wonder why she wouldn't know that. I mean, what did you have things like that you had preconceived ideas about with psychics?
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought the same thing. I thought that, well, if they're psychic, they should know it.
Yeah.
But as I get older and more mature and actually study it more and read about it more and experience it more, I think some things are just not meant to be found out and some things aren't meant to be known.
Be boring.
Especially in ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be boring.
Yeah.
Because, we're not meant to know everything. So psychics don't know everything, especially I think when it comes to their personal self.
Yeah, I believe we're all here to try to figure ourselves out and better.
Right. Exactly. No matter what stage we are in it, we're all here to try to figure it out. But mainly, if you're a good psychic and you do it for a living, you do it because you want to help people.
Yeah, but you're ethical and stuff. Yeah.
You want to help people.
All right.
So I think that's where it kind of divides at. It doesn't matter if what's going to happen to me tomorrow. I want to know what's going to happen to them tomorrow so I can help them.
Right.
Kind of attitude.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I do have, I have an ability. I tend to be a little over the top with this, but danger. I can sense when someone's dangerous pretty well.
Yes, me
and
too.
I can make myself kind of not there. Don't listen to me.
Invisible, yeah.
And if they are drawn to me for some reason, I'll take my energy back and just like hide it. And if they do come to me and try to do whatever, talk, engage, whatever, I'll usually act dumb. I'll act really stupid. And like, I don't understand what they're talking about. And usually they lose interest of the bad people that want to do something, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Like they have bad intentions in general. They would take your money. They want to, screw you over or whatever. I can usually, or some of the people there's just something missing, and there's like something you can't put your finger on, but you look at them or you feel their energy and you're just like, ooh. Stay away. Mm-hmm. And like so many people I know who are extremely sensitive psychics and empaths, they often marry their first marriage or second marriage, something, or first or second really close relationship is with a really bad narcissistic type who will control them. And I've noticed this as a pattern with a lot of psychic readers that I've known who work professionally in the field. And a lot of those types who have had that happen, they really want to empower women, not, so we don't get told by men that kind of stuff.
Right.
We have to believe ourselves,
Oh, yeah.
And men like that, or women who are narcissists towards men, because there are some, who want to control a man and tell him what to do and be this and be that, do this for me, There's people both ways.
Yeah, they are. It goes both ways. It sure does. It's not just men.
To me, like there's just something missing there with people like that. There's like something, I don't know, but I can feel it. Like it feels like stay away, fear. I actually feel like a fear, like a fight kind of response.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly.
More than just general anxiety, Our
instinct, I think. Our psychic instincts.
Yeah. And that one's something I think everybody has that. But I see so many of these psychic readers who are professionals now, but before they really worked it and explored themselves and got to know themselves and loved themselves, and then were ready to help other people, they were often in some kind of narcissistic back and forth with a parent, a lover, a friend, a relationship of some sort. And they had to learn to take their power back, most of them. And most of them did it with their energy,
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe it was for them. It was like a learning lesson for them too.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
For them helping somebody else, they're actually helping themselves and don't even realize it.
And also those lessons that they learned, they will implement to teach other people how to recognize if they aren't the type who can recognize it. Because a lot of sensitive people are drawn to these types of damaging people because they want to help. We want to help them.
Yes. I totally agree on that one. 100%.
Yeah. I think that's why a lot of people who work with their energy often end up in first or second relationships are just really destructive toward them in some way.
And they feel bad about leaving too.
What's that?
They feel bad about leaving.
Oh, yeah. Because the asshole will tell them. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's hard for them because they feel all that guilt because they don't want to leave that person because, I need to heal them or I need to make them better. And who's going to do that if I don't?
Yes. And he'll never make it without me. But he's not doing those things or she's not doing those things. She's doing whatever she wants or he wants. They're not listening.
No.
We all... Unfortunately, not everybody listens to the wisdom of the learned.
No, I wish I did.
The bad lessons we learn to teach other people not to help to avoid. It's like
I love to learn the hard way.
Yeah, I do too. I love to learn the hard way, and I have to. I've told my mom and I've had fights about that all my life. She's like, "I just told you." I'm like, "But I got to find out. I can't just believe you."
Yeah, that's how a lot of kids are too. Just because you told me something, I need to learn it for myself. And I can understand that, I get it. You have to learn on your own, but some things just would be a lot easier if you would listen to the wisdom of an elder to begin with.
And Misty, I hate to say it, but we're kind of elders now a little bit. We're kind of up there with the elder. Kind of 47 and you're only 26 though. You've got some time.
Yeah, I'm only 26. Yeah, whatever.
You just turned 27. I forgot on April.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm turning 29 on April 30th. So
I
have no birthday plans, so we'll have to figure something out.
Oh, we're going to find something to do. All right. It's going to start this weekend. She just doesn't know it yet.
Oh my goodness, Mal. Usually my birthday lasts a week, but it's been a rough week, listeners and watchers. I broke up with my boyfriend and it's been really sad. And Misty's cheering me up by doing a podcast with me. Yeah. And that's what I was thinking about today was like, I felt like this person is the one and this is it. And da, 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 da. And then I took my power back because it felt like he lied, I don't want to get too involved into my personal life, but kind of at a crossroads again now, but I imagine people like Sylvia Brown, even that talented, they had crossroads like this too. Maybe she thought problems. The one once or twice, and she didn't marry them. Who knows? Why don't we know about our love life and what is so important about love for us that we keep pursuing it and hoping for that one and stuff like that. Right. It feels good. I mean, there's a lot of endorphins, and of course, sex is great. Kissing is wonderful, and snuggles are great. Mm-hmm. But even, and when you look like a lot of mystics or say prophets and stuff, a lot of them, they never talk about their significant others. They're like this person who does not have sex and does not date and does not love people like that. But they did, I mean, if you look through the like other stories of like not the texts, the religions in different religions, but the prophets usually, they did have a family and stuff.
Well, yeah, it's usually the best love stories right there.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Especially the Greek gods and, their stories are great.
That's what I was just yeah.
Yeah.
Or even like, the stories in poems in the Bible, or the Psalms.
The Psalms are beautiful. Yeah.
They're just beautiful.
They just know how to express things like so elegantly. And
yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's my favorite part. And a lot of it talks about love too.
It does. Yeah.
That's why I had brought it up. But
the songs do talk about love a lot. You're right.
I think everybody wants to be loved. I don't care who you are, what you like, what you don't like. Everybody wants a companion and everybody wants to be loved by somebody and everybody wants to be in love. I think that's what we're all looking for. It's just sometimes it's not the right time in our life. Sometimes it's just not the right path that we're supposed to take. And it's frustrating, especially when you get older and, you're still looking for that one.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
I feel like I left. Well, when I was younger, I really didn't think people should commit for marriage. I didn't want to ever get married. I didn't want to have children. I did marry, but I didn't have biological children. And then when I had stepsons, I loved it. But I just never felt I felt like people shouldn't mate for life. It just doesn't seem natural. We have these really long lives. Why would you stay with one person for hopefully 100 years? Right. That's exaggerating. Yeah. I won't live 100 years after I meet somebody, but still, it's like, it doesn't feel, even as a 12, 13, 14, kind of getting into my puberty and my feelings and my romantic feelings and my lusty feelings, I was like, it just doesn't make sense to me to stay with one person for the rest of my life because people change and I'll change and they'll change and we won't grow together. And this has always been my experience. We don't grow together ever. I've never grown with someone.
You've never even pictured that.
I don't know what it's like. I have no idea what that's like. Yeah. I've seen other people, good examples like you and your husband and family. And and my parents were a good example, my brother and his wife have been married since they were babies, I think. Yeah. They Richard popped out a year after his wife. And then they as babies, ran across the country and little baby in little onesies and held hands in Texas or something. I don't know. I think Richard was born in Idaho though. So that he would have gone south and she would have gone north. So they would have met probably.
Either way, they met somewhere, didn't they?
They met maybe at the Four Corners or something. Yeah.
But you know what, to say that though, a lot of people don't find, that one until later on in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just never know. Some people find it right away. Some people don't. Some people never do.
And maybe there are a lot of ones. Maybe there's more than one. There's a one that has these qualities and this one has these qualities. They're
right.
Yeah.
Right. I think what's important is you pick out the best qualities that you want in a person and have that in your thoughts and manifest that in your head. And so when it comes, you already have it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've had it and Jennifer Love kind of puts it to us when she does her Love series podcast. And listeners, if you're looking for Jennifer Love, she has had some health issues, so she hasn't been able to tell us about love. But she did give me a reading yesterday, and it was very sweet of her. Thank you, Jennifer. No. And that was very nice of her. So I just, I mean, when you met Justin, did you have a feeling that this might be something? Like the first time?
I just thought he was cute. That was my first thought. I remember.
It's always a good first thought.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not one to be shy, especially if I've had a couple of drinks or two. So, you know, but no, I didn't know that he was the one. Not until we really got to know each other, I think, you know, after talking a lot and, you know, communicating, talking. And then finally, like the fourth or fifth date, I was like, okay, this is something special.
Yeah. And it is.
And it is. It still
this is totally off topic, but Misty, we did it again. Look at my shirt. Look what I'm wearing. Look at the color you're wearing. We don't plan this, listeners and watchers. We do not plan these matches.
I know, but actually this would look good with that tank top. Because
this is a dress. This is like a dress, but it's the same color. Like, it's weird. We do that a lot. It's got the whites and the greens, and like that's just really weird. Sorry, I just saw
my
that.
Black necklace on.
I've got a amethyst and pearl.
Stones. You've got stones on. So do I.
Stones. 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 Everywhere. Oh my goodness.
So, I think that you needed this podcast, Lisa. I did.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could just ramble on about things not psychic related. I just want to, I guess for you listeners, if any of you are going through a breakup or, you know, so you love someone and they don't love you back the same way, or you feel that way, it may feel like it's the end of the world, but, you know, think of the freedoms you have now, or the freedoms that that person may not have liked you having. Mm-hmm. You know, that's kind of what I think. I do have kind of a free feeling, but it's like, now what do? I don't want to do anything. You know, I do want to do a podcast though. And that's when I wrote Misty and said, let's do a podcast. So, I mean, you know, keeping myself optimistic towards things I already love and maybe looking for new things to try doing to get my mind off of it. Like my apartment's been a mess because I planned on moving in with him. And it's not happening now. So I'm spending the day, you know, the last couple of days between crying, you know, moving stuff around and trying to get it all straightened up again. Because I didn't want to fall back in love with my condo because I was moving. So I just get it trashed, you know, and now I'm starting to straighten it up. And my parents moved and they gave me a bunch of furniture they weren't going to keep. And I've got to figure out how to move it. You know, but now I've just had it sitting there because I figured, well, in a month I'm going to be moving, and now I'm not. So I'm going to like get it all nice again. And I think I might turn that extra bedroom into like a full on music studio. You know,
that'd be fun.
Soldering and music studio and start doing music again. I want to.
I would love to do some music with you.
I bet you have a gorgeous. I've heard you sing. You can sing some go-go's like nobody else. We should do it.
This weekend. Yep.
We'll do it. I'll get it set up this weekend, and then I'll write you a little ditty, and you can sing it.
Little ditty, won't be shitty.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Oh, you see, I knew he was coming. I was looking for him. He heard you singing, and he ran. I could feel him get excited. I was like, oh, he's coming.
Frank,
sing for him again. I love that. That's love.
Little baby, Frankie Wanky, come sit in my lappy poo.
So cute. All right, listeners and watchers, one last look at these guys. They like her singing too. So sing to the mouths. Sing to the mouths.
Don't be shitty. Be nice to each other.
Hey, Frank, look, there's a kitty. You want to get it?
Kitty.
Why don't you get him?
Frankie, look at your kitchen.
They're going to fight now.
Yeah, they are.
I guess we don't. I don't have anything else for you guys, listeners and watchers. I just wanted to come on here and tell you psychics don't know everything.
We don't.
We wish we did. And you're a psychic. Do you know everything?
You know what? If that was the case, we'd all know everything.
Yeah, so I just said you're a psychic. You know everything. Yeah. So just, consider we're all psychic. If you're on board with that and you don't know everything, then that's the best way, like you just said.
Yeah.
To figure out that other people don't know everything.
No, we don't.
Must be some way. Yeah, we do try. We think we know everything sometimes, don't we?
You know what? Even, going to a psychic to get information, I know that not everything in the reading is going to be correct.
Right. It's
going to be true. But I think
so true.
The point is to kind of pull out bits and pieces of it and try to put it together like a puzzle, kind of.
Yeah.
Is the way I look at it.
And it plays out over time after the reading. Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes, we'll do readings and they don't make any sense. And sometimes
yes. Yes.
And I don't understand that. And you probably still don't understand that.
I don't understand. Like Morgana and Sam tell you crazy things sometimes.
I know.
Don't make any sense. Like they're telling her, like, listeners, they told her there's an earthquake coming. I'm like, it's coming.
Yeah.
And they told her that she wasn't going to go on this cruise. What'd you say?
Yeah. I said, that crazy woman would believe anything.
The cruise. You remember the cruise? They were like, let's tell her this.
Yes.
Let's tell her that. And I was like, I
figured that out though. They told me that I wasn't going. I was so relieved. And I was able to let go of all of that crap that I was holding, that nervousness. And so when I actually went, it was fun. And I wasn't nervous about it because I already had in my head that I wasn't going. So that's something to think about too, is maybe what the psychic reader is telling you, is it true? But maybe it's supposed to be said for a deeper meaning.
Especially from a guide. Guides can do real tricky things. They can sneaky.
Yeah, it's like
especially my guides.
It's like puzzles, almost.
People like puzzles. People like games. That's why they exist.
Yes.
Puzzles.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
We invented them for some reason. We must like them.
But, I think it's a topic we could talk about all day, though. But it's very interesting, how some things you can read and it's right on point, and sometimes you're not.
Yeah, it's weird
with everybody.
But that's an interesting point you have there, Misty. You can take something and make it something. If you take whatever wisdoms or offering a reader might give you and do something with it yourself if you want to, Let's say that crazy prediction, like what you did with Morgana and Sam telling you the cruise wasn't happening. They relaxed you and then you recognized it later. It does kind of play out differently than you expect, of course, but that was them helping you out, I guess,
Right.
I still don't know why they say there's an earthquake coming, but I don't think that's happening, but
I don't know. I'm starting to wonder.
They don't say it to anyone else, just you. You're the only one.
I think it is. I just think we got
I don't think so.
A couple of years, maybe.
I hope not.
Mark my words.
You heard it here first. There will or will not be an earthquake.
We're all psychic.
We're all psychic. And with that, I guess I want to thank Misty's face and her silly faces. And you can see them all. Just go, Missy.
No,
take the camera. Just do it. Yeah. You're so funny. Thank you, Missy. Thank you. I needed that. And on that note, I would like to thank our sponsor, Everclear. Everclear is an advice app where you can get advice from psychics and empaths so you can get the clarity you need to create the life you deserve. You deserve it.
You deserve it.
I'm an advisor on there under the name Lisa P. LEESAP. And like a pea, not like pee-peeing, but just a letter.
Like a pea.
Like a butterfly pea. Or a pea that you eat, but it's just a letter. Yeah. And I'm on there, usually I'm on there in the afternoon. Right? If you ever want to get a reading from me and through Everclear listeners, just write me through the portal on Everclear and I will be there. And if you Misty offer services through our website, and I offer mediumship services through our website, www.weareallpsychic.com. And we have stuff for sale on there too. You can always donate.
Check it out.
We have listener support. We have, our Anchor app has listener support, and you can drop us $5 if you really love us.
$5.
Six is the number of love. But I'd rather give you a ring. I love doing custom orders. I love to make rings. So if you want a custom ring, hit me up. They're usually around $35 for a solitaire.
Lisa does everything.
I do a lot of stuff. I don't do everything.
Rings.
I don't do taxes very well.
I gave her your number. The tax lady's number.
Yeah, because he's giving me a tax accountant to work with. So I try to chase them down this week, I guess. But listeners and watchers, we love you. Misty, I love you.
Love you. Love you, Lisa.
And everybody have a wonderful time wherever you may be on this new moon. It is April 20th. It is a new moon solar eclipse somewhere. A solar eclipse on the other side of the world. And today, what I have heard about this new moon is it's at 29 degrees Aries.
Ooh.
What does that mean? 29 degrees. 29 degrees for an eclipse or a new moon or an eclipse. Supposedly 29 is like, 9 plus 2 is 11. It's 11-2 number. So it's the master number, master teacher number, that's how I get my 11-2 is a 29-2, 29-11-2. Oh, and wow. It means that you're at the last degree of Aries. So for me, this is kind of interesting personally, because my Chiron or however you say that, it's in Aries. And what Chiron is about is what you really need to work on, what's really hard for you. And being in Aries for me has been being assertive, being myself, being comfortable in my own skin, my number one stuff, Aries, Mm-hmm. And Chiron's kind of like, or Chiron, I don't know how to say Chiron. All the words mean the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's yeah, in an astrology chart, it's like a little key, and it's kind of like the key to unlocking your best self. So for me, I have to be more assertive with who I am, what I believe, and not believe other people over my own senses, stuff like that. It's like one of my challenges, according to astrology. Yeah. And this is at 29 degrees Aries. So for all Aries, it's a really big change coming for you guys. But for most other signs, for me, for Chiron being in Aries, it's a big deal for me too. I have to wrap something up around this eclipse, supposedly, according to astrology, to be more empowered within myself.
That makes so much sense.
With what happened, yes. Wow. With what happened with my boyfriend, yes.
Yes, like that.
I had to stand up for myself and go with my truth. Yeah,
that's crazy. Like that totally makes so much sense.
That's yesterday and today. Yeah, last night the new moon was like in our time zone. Was it like 11:30 last night, or like 11:49 or something? So it's like today's considered the new moon day. And the eclipse day.
And you are going through some change. Lord.
Yeah.
But it'll be for the better. It'll be all right.
Yeah. And thank you, Misty. Yeah, right there. All those faces, I'm going to watch them again and again and again and just cheer that all day long. I'm going to get like 2 bottles of whiskey and a vodka bottle. Oh, Misty's faces. Oh, he's loving it. He's getting it.
He doesn't like my faces.
Oh, he wants to get them. Oh, he wants to eat your face.
I know. There ain't no licking. He's like, chomp, chomp. She tastes good, man.
That's just the cutest thing in the world. All right, listeners, we're taking forever to say goodbye this time.
I know. We don't want to.
For real.
Bye.
Bye. We love you. Peace.